So here we'll do a basic Ulysses tutorial. Ulysses is free to download, and up here we see as in any 3D modeling program, your different axes, X, Y, YZ, XZ, and 3D, which could be operated with the cursor arrows, up, down, left, right. And as well as that, the hotkeys for up here follow what you'd see at the top of your keyboard, F1 through F8. So to zoom in, we'll hit F6 and use the mouse to zoom in, and F5 to zoom out, and F7 to zoom to the extents. You can also use the buttons up at the top. Okay, so we'll open up our first program, line array demo, and what we see here is our line array over here and our audience area being over here. To do our first prediction, we go to calculate, level plus time. Here we select our grid size or our resolution of our prediction, and then we'll hit start. So there's our first prediction. Here are our frequencies for that prediction. Notice the legend over here on the right. So we have 92 dB to 111 dB. And if we just hit escape, we can cursor out of the prediction. Now say if we wanted to add a loudspeaker, we would first select our height for that loudspeaker. So we'd hit F2 for a side view, move our cursor to the vertical position of our loudspeaker, then hit F1 and go back to our horizontal or top view to place the horizontal position of the loudspeaker. If you notice over here, we do not see the Z-axis coordinate moving anymore. That was selected from over here. It's about 25 feet. And it's also very important to select your unit size. We wouldn't want to get confused up in meters. So we'll add our loudspeaker. We'll go to loudspeaker arrays, select database. We'll go to speaker. Then we'll go to loudspeaker new, and we'll select the location for that loudspeaker. So we'll put a loudspeaker right here. Speaker type. Maybe we'll do, let's say Cat 66. Okay. Now we can also go to view loudspeaker aim points, and we can see the direction that this loudspeaker is pointing. We can also go to loudspeakers aim by central perspective, select the loudspeaker, and hit the space bar. Now we're looking at the throat of the loudspeaker, and using the arrow keys we can aim our loudspeaker. Maybe something like that. Hit enter, and there we go. So now we can do a prediction. Okay. Maybe we might want to move this loudspeaker a little closer to the array. So move, select our loudspeaker, hit the space, select a reference point, and then we can move the loudspeaker. Calculate another prediction, and there you go. Maybe we want to edit the loudspeaker. Loudspeaker edit. Change it to a larger loudspeaker. Do another prediction. Okay. Now what we're seeing here is some obvious interaction. Certainly in the lower frequencies. Maybe I wanted to add delay to this loudspeaker. I would go to loudspeaker, edit. Maybe I would right click, and here we have delay in milliseconds. Maybe I'll add 5 milliseconds. calculate level plus time, start. Now the loudspeaker interaction is obviously changed. Also, loudspeaker edit, we have polarity. We can also enter our exact coordinates. We can add groups to loudspeakers. We can also go to equalizer, select a large group of loudspeakers. It'll give us a warning. We can add EQ on octave intervals. So I think from here the rest of it's pretty obvious as far as switch on and off loudspeakers, equalizer, aim at target. That's pretty simple. Mirror a loudspeaker, basic AutoCAD function. Select my loudspeaker, right click, select a reference, and then it will mirror the loudspeaker. Okay. So maybe we don't have a fan shaper. Maybe we want to start a new file, and we just want to maybe say draw a rectangular box. So we could go to Room, Draw, Rectangle, and I could hit A for absolute, type in 0, 0, 0, so that'll be the starting point of our rectangle. Okay, and then I could hit maybe relative, 100 by 100 feet. Zoom out. So there's our first plane. Then if we look at a side view, now we can go to Room, Edit, Extrude, select a point, hit R for relative, and we could extrude, let's say, 50 feet. Go back into 3D view. Now we have a cube. To add a loudspeaker audience area, we go to Auxiliary or Audience Areas, Draw, Rectangle. Oops. So, sorry. Build on top of room faces. 3 feet. Go ahead and make it 5 feet. And then using the cursor we can select our plane. So now we have an audience area. We'll go back to our loudspeakers. Maybe we'll do an array. Okay. 10-degree display angle. I'll mirror this loudspeaker. Oops. Okay. And now we have an array. Oops. Select my minimum grid size. Now we have an array. Obvious comb filtering going on here. Auxiliary drawings, these are basically just notes.